This topic is about motivation, and the main question is, why is motivation important? You want people to join your company, you want them to have the desire to work for you, but not only that, you want them to show up. You want them to show up with a happy attitude and on time, especially. You want them to just have the desire that's they wake up and they're like, hey, I'm gonna go to work today. 3, you want them to stay. You don't want them second guessing or thinking oh, I don't want to work here anymore, I don't make enough money, or the reward isn't good enough, I shouldn't stay for this company. Also, you want them to perform. You want them to perform every task thoroughly. You want them to be able to do it, stay productive basically, and just do a really good job at what they do. But not only that, but to go above and beyond, to take initiative in things. If something needs to be done or a project on the side needs to be done and taking place, they're the first people to say, hey, I want that job, I'm gonna do it. And they're just gonna take initiative and just do it. And those are the kind of people you want working for you. With motivation comes rewards, and there's 2 different types of rewards. There's extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic is more external, intrinsic is more internal. And with extrinsic, it's more about the payoff you get from doing something, the praise, the recognition, the trophy you get from making something awesome, your paycheck, your bonus that you get. And intrinsic is the satisfaction that you got the job done, that you did it, that pushed you to that level. For example, if I won a prize for one of my videos, the reward, the extrinsic is the reward I get, is the trophy I get, it's the first place, everyone praising me for first place, the announcement that I got first place. The intrinsic reward is the fact that I feel good about my video. I feel great. I was pushed to that level and I got that reward that I needed, the feeling of feeling happy. It's internal. Hawthorne effect. And that's basically how people act when they know they're being observed. For example, you know you're being watched, so you act a certain way. I think it could possibly make you a better worker in the long term, because if you know that the person's always watching you, you'll keep progressing and stuff. So I find it to be particularly true, because I know a lot of people always act different when they're being watched rather than when they're not being watched. It's kind of like how a reality TV show is. I'm pretty sure a lot of those shows, the people won't act the way they're acting because they're not being watched. But if they're being watched, it changes their whole performance. Another example is if you're teaching in a classroom, you're giving a big test, and the superintendent is checking kids' grades and how they're doing and the whole process, and so you teach more aggressively and more enthusiastically and better, and the kids' grades increase a lot. And I think that's good for the kid and the teacher in both terms. So, but when someone knows they're being watched, they'll be 100 times better than they normally would, and they'll give it more their all.